In our continuation of our lessons on the Hermetica, we're going to move on to the next section called The Being of Atom. And today I'm going to illustrate this chapter for you, and we're going to actually begin to give you a visualization so you can begin to understand the creator of the universe. And there's a saying out there that if you know God, then you will come to know yourself. If you come to know yourself, then you will come to know God. And once again, I'm not a hermeticist. I just wanted to teach this ancient knowledge to you from the Egyptian point of view. The scholars understood and learned and put this text together from what they learned in Egypt, and I'm going to break it down to you Egyptian style. I'm going to read from the chapter real quick, and then I'm going to begin our illustration. And after the illustration, I'm going to read this again so that while you're looking at that illustration, this is going to sink into you. All right, so let's begin. Give me your whole awareness and concentrate your thoughts, for knowledge of Adam's being requires deep insight, which comes only as a gift of grace. It is like a plunging torrent of water whose swiftness outstrips any man who strives to follow it, leaving behind not only the hearer, but even the teacher himself. To conceive of Adam is difficult, to define him is impossible. The imperfect and impermanent cannot easily apprehend the eternally perfected. Adam is whole and constant. In himself, he is motionless, yet he is self moving. He is immaculate, incorruptible, and everlasting. He is the supreme absolute reality. He is filled with ideas, which are imperceptible to the senses. And with embracing knowledge, Adam is primal mind. He is too great to be called by the name Atom. Now, as I continue through this, you're going to begin to see where Christianity and the Muslim religion and Jewish religion, how they formed their version of religion from learning these things, okay? He is hidden, yet obvious everywhere. His being is known through thought alone, yet we see his form before our eyes. He is bodiless, yet embodied in everything. There is nothing which he is not. He has no name, because all names are his name. He is the unity in all things. So we must know him by all names and call everything Atom. He is the root and source of all. Everything has a source, except this source itself, which springs from nothing. Atom is complete like the number one, which remains itself, whether multiplied or divided, and yet generates all numbers. Atom is the whole, which contains everything. He is one, not two. He is all, not many. The all is not many separate things, but the oneness that subsumes the parts. The all and the one are identical. You think that things are many when you view them as separate, but when you see they all hang on the one and flow from the one, you will realize they are united, linked together, and connected by a chain of being from the highest to the lowest, all subject to the will of Adam. The cosmos is one as the sun is one, the moon is one, and the earth is one. Do you think there are many gods? That's absurd. God is one. Adam alone is the creator of all that is immortal and all that is mutable. If that seems incredible, just consider yourself. You see, speak, hear, touch, taste, walk, think, and breathe. It is not a different you who does these various things, but one being who does them all. To understand how Adam makes all things, consider a farmer sowing seeds. Here wheat, there barley, now planting a vine, then an apple tree. Just as the same man plants all these seeds, so Adam sows immortality in heaven and change on earth. Throughout the cosmos, he disseminates life and movement, the two great elements that comprise Adam and his creation. And so everything that is, Adam is called Father because he begets all things. And from his example, The wise hold begetting children the most sacred pursuit of human life. Adam works with nature within the laws of necessity, causing extinction and renewal, constantly creating creation to display his wisdom. Yet the things that the eye can see are mere phantoms and illusions. Only those things invisible to the eye are real. Above all are the ideas of beauty and goodness. Just as the eye cannot see the being of Adam, so it cannot see these great ideas. They are attributes of Adam alone and are inseparable from him. They are so perfectly without blemish that Adam himself is in love with them. There is nothing which Adam lacks, so nothing he desires. There is nothing that Adam can lose, so nothing can cause him grief. Adam is everything. Adam makes everything, and everything is part of Adam. Adam therefore makes himself. This is Adam's glory. He is all creative, and this creating is his very being. It is impossible for him ever to stop creating, for Adam can never cease to be. Adam is everywhere. Mind cannot be enclosed because everything exists within mind. Nothing is so quick and powerful. Just look at your own experience. Imagine yourself in any foreign land, and quick as your intention, you will be there. Think of the ocean, and there you are. You have not moved as things move, but you have traveled nevertheless. Fly up into the heavens. You won't need wings. Nothing can obstruct you, not the burning heat of the sun or the swirling planets. Pass on to the limits of creation. Do you want to break out beyond the boundaries of the cosmos? For your mind, even that is possible. Can you sense what power you possess? If you can do all this, then what about your creator? Try and understand that Adam is mind. This is how he contains the cosmos. All things are thoughts which the creator thinks. Now that's pretty deep. Now we're going to illustrate what this is talking about, okay? Now, just so you understand, this might sound very spiritual to you, but we all know that the atom makes everything up in science, right? And so today, science only looks at things from a left brain point of view and removes the spiritual aspect of it. So, what the ancient Egyptians understood from their understanding of science is that they knew that the atom has a living conscience, and that's why everything is created by atoms. And we all are made of atoms, which means we are all one with the creator. So let's begin to illustrate what this is talking about. So to begin, let's create our atom. So we're going to visualize this, okay? So we will begin by creating, let's do it right here. Make sure we got enough room, make sure you can see. Okay, we're going to do it right here. So we're going to begin by creating our atom, all right? And what I'm doing here is from all of my videos that I've already done, we're going to put everything that I've taught you together so that we can come to understand what this chapter is talking about. Because what we're talking about is reality, and we're talking about ourselves. And knowing that the atom makes everything up, we've all heard that joke. Don't ever trust an atom because it makes everything up. You know, it's a running joke in the science world because it's true. But for some reason, during this time that we exist on this earth, the spiritual aspect of science has been removed from our understanding and from our lessons. And so we don't quite understand the nature of reality anymore. And I hope that with my videos, my lessons, I can help reintroduce the spirit of science back into the consciousness so we can get a much broader, higher perspective and view of our life. Okay? So now we have our atom here. And he's saying that his being is known through thought alone. So let's start there. His being is known through thought alone. And yet we see his form before our eyes. We see his form We see his form before our eyes. And this is where you get the Jesus fish. By this right here, like that. This is where Christians get the Jesus fish right here, okay? Every religion holds a fractal. Everyone took a piece of the truth to spread it around, and it's like a game of memory and hide and seek and who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. He is bodiless, yet embodied in everything, okay? So here, Atum, say Atum right here, the face. Now, if you saw my picture I posted earlier of N79, the star system of N79 created by taken by the European Space Agency, you will literally see this face in space. You will see this face in space, and you will come to realize that you are looking at the face of God, the face of Atum, because he clones himself everywhere throughout the universe, and we're going to prove that today. And he's imagining this entire life existence. We exist inside of his mind. And so, yet he is embodied in everything. So, he is embodied. So, let's create another Atum. You might want to pause this and get a snack, because we're gonna go deep in this. We're gonna get deep on here. All right. So, got our Atum. Got another Atum here. Continuing to create our body. What did the Holy Bible say? What did the Holy Bible say? It said God made man in his image. When you understand that from a scientific point of view, looking at it from how the ancient Egyptians understood this is where the knowledge came from. Ancient Egypt, when they raided the pyramids and the tombs and they took all the knowledge off the walls. Anyone who's actually been to Egypt will be able to validate exactly what I'm saying. When you go there, there's a lot of stuff missing from the ceiling and the walls, and you've seen the American contractors there digging stuff up and slurping up all the knowledge and leaving the scraps behind for the Egyptians to sell tickets to come see mummies and tombs. This is where they got the information from. This stuff is what secret societies want to be gatekeepers of and hold this a secret. So now we're about to bust it wide open. We're going to get Leonardo da Vinci on him. All right. So now he is embodied in everything. So embodied. Embodied in everything. This is what Leonardo da Vinci was trying to show us, and what Europeans call the Vitruvian man. This is the knowledge that they were trying to they focus so much on the geometric proportions and how accurate and mathematical it was, and good gosh, how about looking at the spiritual aspect of what Leonardo da Vinci was trying to tell us? This is, now I'm showing you the left and right brain point of view of this knowledge, okay? The ancient Egyptians did not worship a sun god named Ra. They were one, and they understood that they were a light ray of the sun, because we are all fractals of the sun light, because that sunlight does what? It brings life to everything that you see on earth. And so they knew that they were products of the atom that rises every morning in the sky. And they did not worship the sun. They praised the sun, knowing that they were one with the sun. But this knowledge was stripped from the consciousness when the consciousness fractured and people decided to go their own way. They distilled this knowledge, and alchemy was performed with the knowledge. If you think about it, they separated it. They performed separation. And I'm not good at drawing hands, as you can see. I can never be a comic book artist. They performed separation, and they combined it with their own source of truth. And generation after generation were being led astray from the light, told to live in fear of God. So he was not the sun god Re. We were not light rays anymore. It turned to the lower tone of Ra because we fell to the lower vibration, Ra. Okay? We used to be known as the light rays of God. Okay? And it doesn't matter if you believe that you are the true Hebrews or true whatevers. And none of that matters. We are all products of the atom. Okay? So, what does this mean? Well, he is the root and source of everything. He is the root and source of all. Has a source. Everything has a source except this source itself, which springs from nothing. Atom is complete like the number one, So let's build this out some more. All right. So what is this really telling us here? Well, one, we're going to keep going with the Leonardo da Vinci perspective here. And we're going to build this out. We probably want to make this a little bit bigger. But I felt like that was a good size. I don't know. We're going to build this out some more. Oh yeah, we're getting real esoteric with them today. We might even make some mistakes and have to erase, but that's okay. Because while we're here in human form, ain't nobody perfect. Okay? Ain't nobody perfect. Yeah, see? We'll make a little erase here. And we're gonna do that with it. All right? All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add some angles. Because what I'm gonna teach you later on in my Emerald Tablets lessons is that time holds events in its proper place. And so we're gonna put the clock here. See, we're gonna take everything I've been teaching you, and we're gonna put it all together. And I'm gonna teach you some deep stuff, but we're gonna start with the beginning because this is for beginners, okay? So now we've got our clock. Because we live inside of what? A wheel of time. And what we've created here is one level, because this is a multi-dimensional universe and a multiverse. Yes, there are multiple universes. We live in multiple dimensions and multiple universes at once, but we exist in the lower third dimension, the material dimension. And that's why we need a body to walk around this dimension, because we wouldn't be able to see each other in this dimension, okay? So now let's start to plot our stars, okay? So the first planet away from the sun would be Mercury. So do that here. 1. The second planet away from the sun would be who? Venus. All right. And the third planet away from the sun would be who? Earth or Gaia, whatever you want to call her, you know. Fourth planet away would be Mars. This is how we can get folks understand the spiritual and scientific portions at the same time. Fifth planet away would be who? Jehovah, Jupiter. The sixth planet would be who? Saturn. Now, this isn't the way that they look now. This is before all the wars and the solar system got corrupted. I'm just showing you we're going back in time right now. Okay, I'm showing you how this all started. Then one day I'll show you how it's going. The seventh is Uranus or Your Highness, as I like to say. Neptune is number 8. And 9, which we would put here, would be the sun. And we would put 9 here as well as the sun, because what I'm showing you is over the course of the year, the sun goes up and down the central pole in a pattern of an infinite loop like this over the course of a year. And I'll probably have another long lesson on time and space so you can understand that. But if you purchase my book, you definitely saw me explain that in there. And what have we created so far? What have we created? We've created a gigantic primal mind. This is what we talked about in the previous lesson, the primal mind. We're looking at the top of the all, our universe, and we didn't even get to the zodiac constellations yet. Let's get to the zodiacs. Now let's get to the zodiacs. We're going to continue to build here, and we're going to build out our zodiacs. I don't want to put the Greek symbols on here, so I'm just going to write the words, and I'm not going to do it in the right order. So we're just going to start with Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I'm just going to scribble these on here because we have a lot to cover. Gemini, Cancer and Leo, and I did Leo, okay. Virgo and Libra. Shout out to the Virgos. Scorpio and Sagittarius. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever met a Sagittarius on it. I'm be honest with you. I'm not sure if I've ever met one. But I'm talking about, I don't know. Let's see. Capricorn. Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius and Pisces. This is definitely not in the right order, but we just wanted to get, for demonstration purposes. Okay. So now imagine, the creator, coming into being and creating this colossal universe. And this is us. This is what Leonardo da Vinci was trying to show us in his image. However, the version that they show us is actually in reverse. He's trying to tell us that we are in a mirror dimension. We are looking at ourselves in a mirror. So the image that we see on the internet, that you see in books, that image is actually reversed. And even the words are in reverse, because he was trying to give us the clue that we are in a mirror dimension. And on top of that, this is not a man. This is a man and a woman. And this is a man and a woman, and the man is on top of the woman. And we are not at the 12. The poles flipped, so did our consciousness, and we're living in our shadow. So this is actually supposed to be at the 6. we fell at the six. We fell, and that's what the story of David versus Goliath is also about. I didn't do that video, so I was sitting on that for a while. I don't know. I might do that video. I might do that one. I don't know. But keep going now. So we've got our constellations, and so let's think about this for a second, right? So imagine that we are, embodying everything, and we're continuing to create. We are the creator, and we want to continue to create. So how do you think he does that? Well, what happens is, let's see if we'll have enough room to do all this. Good freaking light. Okay, let me see. Let me go bring this down here. I'll try my best to do this with some room. So one thing that you'll learn from the Emerald Tablets is that the creator of the universe will go about the goal in a different way, and does not go about the goal in the same way at all. Meaning, every person that's created on this earth is created differently. Every world, every star, every universe is created. Every dimension is created. Is created differently. And so how we can illustrate that and come to understand that is like this. So from taking the knowledge from my other videos, right? So we create what? The foundation is always creating the foundation, elevates the consciousness. And this happens at a macro micro scale. So now we're looking at, imagine the top of the pyramids. And then now we're living in the Christ consciousness, right? And what did the Bible say? He looked around and saw that it was good and was in love with his creation, right? I think the Hermetica even said that. So now we're complete, and we're ready to move on and do it again. He's like, you know what? I did a good job here. I want to do this again. And so moves over to another part of an unbuilt part of the mind, and was like, you know what? I think this time, it's like, this is when the atom comes into being. It's like, this time I'm going to give myself a name, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove, right? He's like, H-O-V. And you know what? Can't forget the A. Hova, Hova. Yeah, so shout out to the Jehovah's out there. Now you know where your freaking religion comes from. The Jehovah's Witnesses. So we're going to keep going. And now he's like, you know what? This over here needs a foundation. And I am going to use the 4 elements of nature, meaning I'm going to use water, air, the earth, and fire to create this planet. You see where I'm going here? And continues to move on. And he's like, you know what? I'm a pretty dope creator. And he consults with himself. I'm a pretty dope creator. And he says, yes, I am a dope creator. And continues to go on. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to tag my name. I'm going to write my name on it. ATOM. Oh, shoot. What are we doing? We getting busy with it. So now he's like, yo, I'm getting busy with it. So now I'm going to come over here, and you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm about to just freestyle. Whoa, freestyle made a fly universe over here, or a planet or a dimension, whatever you can imagine. And then comes over here and is like, well, you know what? I need to duplicate myself, because dreaming up this is too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone myself, clone my mind, and I am going to give myself Christ consciousness, make sure I elevate the consciousness, and I'm going to clone my mind, make him aware of who he is, and make sure he knows his true nature. You are the Son of God. And now we've got a clone. A clone. Let's say this is N79, like the picture I posted, dreaming up his own freaking galaxy over there. All right. And then he's like, you know what? I need a girl in my life. I need a girl by my side. So what does he do? He's like, out of this ocean of potentiality, because all thoughts rise out of the water. Because what did it say in the Bible? The Spirit of the Lord hovered over the waters. That's because the water holds potential energy. Water holds energy, and it is when it becomes steam, air is when it becomes activated, right? So he fishes out of the water himself a fine divine feminine, and he imagines what she would look like. And she, after a while, she comes into being, and he's like, yeah, I need somebody that's gonna be by my side, who's gonna reflect my will, reflect my love back to me, who's gonna stand by me, not behind me, and I'm not gonna mistreat her. I'm gonna treat her right. And then she realizes, after spending time with him, that I am Eve. I am Eve. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. We done made ourselves a divine feminine. I am Eve. And now Adam and Eve, they fallen in love, and he's like, man, I want to marry her. I love her. I want to marry her. The Christ consciousness wants to marry his divine feminine. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to create a world of gems for her. I'm going to create a world where there's nothing but crystals and all the fine diamonds and gemstones that she can imagine. I'm gonna build a crystal world where it rains diamonds for my boo. Yeah. And so they get married. Because, Yeshua's mother was Mary. Mary Magdalene was his girl. So it looks like, you could call that the married. I'm just kidding. So they get married and they decide, you know what? Let's come together and birth a whole new universe together. So the seeds, he starts laying that seed of life. And they come together in union. In my class on time and space, you'll understand what the circles mean, especially when you come up on a time and space where you'll see the 232s, but that's for another lesson. And so that baby is born. I am sweet baby Christ. Sweet baby Christ. And it continues to go on, and sweet baby Christ grows up and he builds his foundation, and he grows up to build his own universe, and he builds it, what, different size, maybe, different size. He's living in the Christ consciousness. He's happy. And they've got a whole freaking family, and they're all connected. It's all connected. It's one mind. Let me zoom out so you can see this. All connected in one mind. Nothing is separate. Everything. Like, we got our star system here: Venus, Mars, Earth, Jupiter, Your Highness. Who'd I leave over here? And we got Saturn and Neptune over here somewhere. There we go. This is all one mind, created by the consciousness of the primal mind, speaking the word into existence. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the magic of the cosmos. The magic of the cosmos. And now you understand how they got all of this information from Egypt and decided to remix it and put it and make God in their image and tell you to worship a dead body hanging on the cross, when it was the Egyptians that did not worship the dead. They did not create a book of the dead. They created a book called Coming Forth by Day, and they knew that they were the light ray, not Ra. They were the light ray of the Son of God. And in my last video, I showed you where they got the idea for the crucifixion, because what they did was they removed the freaking arms. They removed these arms and legs and hung the man on the cross, crucifying him. Now, let's read the Hermetica one more time while you observe this image. Take it all in. Give me your whole awareness and concentrate your thoughts, for knowledge of Atum's being requires deep insight, which comes only as a gift of grace. It is like a plunging torrent of water whose swiftness outstrips any man who strives to follow it, living behind not only the hearer but even the teacher himself. To conceive of Atum is difficult. To define him is impossible. The imperfect and permanent cannot easily apprehend the eternally perfected. Atum is whole and constant. In himself, he is motionless, yet he is self-moving. He is immaculate, incorruptible, and everlasting. He is the supreme absolute reality. He is filled with ideas, which are imperceptible to the senses. And with all-embracing knowledge, Atum is primal mind. He is too great to be called by the name Atum. He is hidden, yet obvious everywhere. His being is known through thought alone, yet we see his form before our eyes. He is bodiless, yet embodied in everything. There is nothing which he is not. He has no name, because all names are his name. He is the unity in all things. So we must know him by all names and call everything Atum. He is the root and source of all. Everything has a source. Everything has a source except this source itself, which springs from nothing. Atum is complete like the number one, which remains itself, whether multiplied or divided, and yet generates all numbers. Atum is the whole, which contains everything. He is one, not two. He is all, not many. The all is not many separate things, but the oneness that subsumes the parts. The all and the one are identical, yet you think that things are many when you view them as separate. But when you see they all hang on the one and flow from the one, you will realize they are united, linked together, and connected by a chain of being from the highest to the lowest, all subject to the will of Atum. The cosmos is one as the sun is one. The moon is one and the earth is one. Do you think there are many gods? That is absurd. God is one. Atum alone is the creator of all that is immortal and all that is mutable. If that seems incredible, just consider yourself. You see, speak, hear, touch, taste, walk, think, and breathe. Let's pause there for a second. You see, speak, hear, touch, taste, think, walk, and breathe. Every part of your body is powered by Atum. Every part of your body is powered by the consciousness, the primal consciousness of Atum. To understand how Atum makes all things, consider a farmer sowing seeds. Here wheat, there barley, now planting a vine, then an apple tree. Just as the same man plants all these seeds, so Atum sows immortality in heaven and change on earth. Throughout the cosmos, he disseminates life and movement, the two great elements that comprise Atum and his creation, and so everything that is. Atum is called Father because he begets all things. And from his example, the wise hold begetting children the most sacred pursuit of human life. Atum works with nature within the laws of necessity, causing extinction and renewal, constantly creating creation to display his wisdom. Yet the things that the eye can see are mere phantoms and illusions. Only those things invisible to the eye are real. Above all are the ideas of beauty and goodness. Just as the eye cannot see the being of Atum, so it cannot see these great ideas. They are attributes of Atum alone and are inseparable from him. They are so perfectly without blemish that Atum himself is in love with them. There is nothing which Atum lacks, so nothing that he desires. There is nothing that Atum can lose, so nothing can cause him grief. Atum is everything. Atum makes everything, and everything is a part of Atum. Atum, therefore, makes himself. This is Atum's glory. He is all creative, and this creating is his very being. It is impossible for him ever to stop creating, for Atum can never cease to be. Atum is everywhere. Mind cannot be enclosed because everything exists within mind. Nothing is so quick and powerful. Just look at your own experience. Imagine yourself in any foreign land, and quick as your intention, you will be there. Think of the ocean, and there you are. You have not moved as things move, but you have traveled nevertheless. Fly up into the heavens. You won't need wings. Nothing can obstruct you, not the burning heat of the sun or the swirling planets. Pass on to the limits of creation. Do you want to break out beyond the boundaries of the cosmos? For your mind, even that is possible. Can you sense what power you possess? If you can do all of this, then what about your creator? Try and understand that Atum is mind. This is how he contains the cosmos. All things are thoughts which the creator thinks. Now, again, I want to express this. I want to make sure I'm very clear. When we talk about the word, we are talking about love, okay? Because it is the love that Atum has for life itself that continues to keep our existence moving. It is his kiss, his puckering lips, kiss of love that powers us and wakes us up every day. And so when you pray to God and you want to bring Christ into your life, it is from going within. You have to open your heart space. Okay? You have to open your heart space. You talk to the Creator here. This is the key. Return to the heart space. That is the key to immortality. That is the key to your gateway, your stargate. This is where the Ankh comes from. Understanding this, the Jesus fish is the broken Ankh. Okay? These are symbols that were taken from Egypt, stripped and broken apart, and stripped and separated and combined with other religions. Whether you're Jehovah's Witness, you're a Christian, you're a Catholic, you're a Muslim, you're Jewish, it doesn't matter how you talk to God, Allah, Source, the Creator, Atum, what else, whoever else you pray to. Just know that the key to accessing God is right here. You want to create a personal relationship with the creator, a personal one. You don't need a priest, you don't need a pastor, you just need your heart and your good pure intentions. And you talk to God here, and God will create a personal channel through you. And whatever it is that you ask for and you need, God will give it to you if you are pure, asking from pure of heart. And you may think, if you have any doubt, then you're blocking your blessings. See, God will give you what you ask for, and you may not get the intended result. It's because here on earth, while we are incarnated, we are here living a life experience, and we are here to learn life lessons. And these karmic lessons that we are here to learn are meant to build us up and make us stronger, okay? They're meant to make us stronger. And because we have angels all around us, guiding us, but we have to tap them in. It's like a wrestling match, a tag team wrestling match. We're against the ropes, and we got to tag in our angels. Like, I need some help. You go from right within, okay? Because the angels aren't just going to step in and take care of things for you without you tagging them in first. Because the creator, Adam, gave us free will. We were given free will to experience this life. So some people use their free will to be, not so pleasant people. And that's their prerogative, because now they have to learn the karmic lessons and the consequences of their actions. And there are some people who try to live in the heart space, and they may still face adversity. But when you look at things from a higher perspective, you realize that things don't happen to you, things happen for you, so that you can learn and adjust. And you're in the strongest power in the universe is love. Love defeats every freaking negative energy. So don't ask your guides, your spirit team, your angels to go after your enemies. Don't hope that they do that. No, that's none of your business what's going on in the spirit world. The only thing you need to focus on is you. You focus on bettering yourself, because if you vibrate in this love frequency, whatever is shot at you cannot reach you, because you are vibrating so high that it's going to bounce off you. That's what it means to return to sender, okay? You do not actively return to sender. You vibrate at a higher level of frequency. You vibrate at the frequency of love, and nothing can stop you. I don't worry about any of my haters because I'm vibrating at a higher frequency. I don't try to fit in other people's circle, because this is my circle. My circle is the all. And so, with that said, I want you to wake up. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to have that affirmation. Say this affirmation to yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. I want you to tell yourself, I am all of the above and below. I am all of the above and below. Say it 100 times. It makes your teeth white. This is us. This is us. Say the word. Say the freaking words. I am all of the above and below. I am all of the above and below. I am all of the above and below. I am. Come on, y'all. You are all of the above and below. You all carry the divine spark of the Creator. This is our true nature. This is our true nature. We are all extensions of the Supreme Mind. I told you when I first started doing this. My name is William, and I came to light this world on fire and spread love and light. We are not just human. We are all galactic beings and we all come from the stars. We all come from the mind of the all of us. Flame on to infinity and beyond. And that is the being of Atum.